Hello and welcome to your Long Island weather update and outlook. And today was quite chilly, and you could see the clouds we had around due to that low pressures passing off to the southeast. Um, and it kept clouds in our area, but it's slowly pushing off to the east. So we're going to see improving skies, and still managed to take a walk in the pines today because I needed to, even though it was cloudy. And I feel a lot better now. But the sunset, boy, that sunset, this is the sunset here. Sun came peeking up under the high cloud deck there, and quite a nice sunset there. Quite a nice sky, and the clouds are really interesting at sunset, too. So it was nice. I was able to get a picture of that because I was coming back from out east. And, of course, I had to change at Hicksville because the Ronkonkoma train doesn't stop at Mineola, that one. But, it kind of worked out because I got to look at that sunset. But anyway, you can see this is slowly moving off to the east, and you can see improving conditions for tomorrow. We should have mostly sunny skies. Looking at the weather map, you see there's that low that's off over the southeast that's kind of slowly moving away, and high pressure. This is all hours for the next couple of days. So we're going to have plenty of sunshine to enjoy for the next couple of days. So let's look at our current conditions. You can see, it's chilly. We got freeze and frost warning, frost advisories in effect because of this chilly air mass looking across the country. Otherwise, not a whole lot going on across the country. It's quiet for a change, which is nice. A break from all these big storms, finally. Much needed break from all these big storms. So temperatures have dropped into the mid-40s. I mean, like I said, it was pretty chilly. Looking at day-to-day, we only got up to 52. Looking at what your day was like at Islip, you can see temperatures were only in the low 50s for the most part. Pretty cool day today. Almost right around 50 with a westerly wind, more or less, westerly winds throughout the day. And a pretty chilly air mass. And I can see there's a frost advisory for much of New Jersey as well. But anyway, let's look at our highs on the map. Low 50s and upper 40s. Upper 40s on the east end. Wow. And, maybe a little bit tad warmer toward Jersey. Maybe mid-50s there. But all in all, pretty chilly day across the area. Looking at the lows this morning. Got down to, I guess there was some radiational cooling because it got down to 30 at West Hampton. Other than that, we have upper 30s and also some mid-30s in Jersey as well. So there's some areas that got radiational cooling because there were some clear skies before those high clouds kind of rolled in on us. So looking at the satellite here, pan this out, a little more of the CONUS view. So you can see that's the system right there that's producing the cloudiness. But other than that, mostly sunny conditions through much of the country. We'll put this up to 36 so you can see. Again, mostly so you can see how it's moving east. And we got mostly sunny conditions throughout much of the country east of the Rockies. So that's some excellent news. And looking at our air temperatures across the country, we'll just pull this out a little bit here. And I think we have temperatures generally. You could see, we'll just take a look at the country as a whole. You could see the chilly air in the east, and then a little warmer as you get to the west. But other than that, nothing really crazy going on across the country. It's fairly calm for a change, which is nice because we've had so much with the storms already. So let's go look at our climate history here. And we'll go to observed for the Islip, and you can see high of 52 and a low of 36. That puts us 8 degrees below normal for the day, so yeah, definitely below normal. Central Park, high of 54 and a low of 42, and that puts us also 8 degrees below normal for the day, and the highs were like 10 degrees below normal for the day, so pretty cool. Let's compare this to yesterday, though, because I forgot to do this when I did the weather update last night. So yesterday was a very warm day, high of 71 in Central Park, and a low of 50. That was 5 degrees above normal for the day and 7 degrees above normal for the high. And then Islip yesterday had a high of 62 and a low of 47. And that was 4 degrees above normal for the day and 2 degrees above normal for the high. So yeah, much warmer as you headed toward the west. Obviously, yesterday I kind of showed you that it was warmer off to the west. Luckily, we didn't get quite as warm as some of the other areas did because we did have a sea breeze after all. So let's look at the models, I guess. Oh, we'll look at yeah. There's not a whole, like I said, there's not much going on here. There's showers over Florida. Other than that, pretty quiet across the country. Look at this, no big storms. Wow, it's nice for a change, right? So we're gonna first go to the upper air here, North American view, and we're gonna look at the GFS. And we'll go to and it's 9 o'clock, so we're not going to really have the full HRRR out. We'll probably have to look at an older model. But being that there isn't going to be much going on the next couple of days, it'll be pretty quiet. So looking at the jet stream, you can see that trough that we have, and we continue with that. A little bit of a ridge starts to build, though, as we head into the latter part of April. That could bring some warmer weather, but it will be temporary because once we get into May, it looks like another trough's going to come on through before another ridge. So it's only changing back and forth. We have a good, good progression of storms systems here. Looking at the European AI. Oh, the AI doesn't do that. That's right. AI doesn't do the jet stream. We'll just look at the regular European then. And I'll have to go. Oh, we're in the 12Z already. So let's look at the regular European. I don't think there's going to be any differences here. We'll look and see if there are some differences. Yours a little deeper with that trough, and not quite as robust with the ridge. But you get the idea that we're going to have some, changing weather that we normally get to see here in April. And there will be some periods of warmth, but we do have some troughs. So obviously we have this trough here. That's bringing the colder air. This is the European we're looking at here. I can go look at the AI for this one. So this is the AI model here. You can see there's that second trough for Thursday, but then we have a ridge build toward the weekend, and then I do see more ridging toward the end of the period into the end of the month into May. Still some troughs there. Looking at the GFS, again these look pretty similar. There's the GFS. There's your ridge for the weekend, so it will warm up. And then another trough comes through into May. So no really huge heat ups. There'll probably be some brief ones, but with a pattern like this, I don't really see any big heat waves. Let's look at our temperature anomaly chart. This, I'll just be using the GFS, no, not the air, just the anomaly. So you can see that cold air that we're in right now. And you see we're going to be with it tomorrow too. And then Tuesday we see a little bit of moderation. And a little bit on Wednesday before more chilly air comes in. Thursday could be quite chilly. And then hanging on, Friday still below normal. And even Saturday, despite the ridge, it's showing temperatures that aren't really that much above normal. We don't really start seeing that much warmth. Maybe a little bit more for the last couple of days of the month maybe. And then more below normal temperatures come back into the picture again with that second trough. European is probably the same way. I don't think the AI has the anomaly chart, so I'm not going to look at the AI. But you see there's that second blast of cold air. So looks like there will be a few warmer days as we get toward the end of the month. But this upcoming week is going to definitely be on the chilly side for the most part. Looking at this. So let's go look at the surface now. And yeah, we'll start off with the European here on the surface. So that low goes away. High pressure gives us plenty of sunshine tomorrow and Tuesday as well. So the European develops, it looks like another low that might have tropical characteristics well offshore for Tuesday. And then we have the next chance of rain, which will be Wednesday with the next cold front, and another high builds down from eastern Canada, bringing us some pretty chilly weather right through the end of the week there. And that's going to keep us. As far as rain goes, I don't see a whole lot of rain chances. I don't see any big storms here. For a change, finally, the parade of storms seems to be over. Going back to the GFS here. Yep, that's there. Yeah, GFS also developing that low. Could have some tropical characteristics to it. You never know. It's kind of just sitting there on its own. But for us, high pressure, here comes the next front. Again, Wednesday would be a chance of rain, but it won't be much. High pressure builds in for Thursday and Friday, cool weather. And then at least right now, Saturday looks dry, but we might be dealing with some rain chances for Sunday. And then maybe a little bit more unsettled toward the end of the month with maybe a few more rain chances. GFS is showing a few more rain chances. But again, no big storms here. There's no big storms. That's the main thing you can take away from this. Finally, we are out of the whole nonsense with all those big storms that we've been dealing with. So let's go now and take a little more look at the shorter range. And for that, we'll go to the HRRR and look at some shorter range models. Obviously, we don't have enough of the zeros, the HRRR, and so we're going to use the other one. Obviously, no precipitation. We're dry. Nothing to look at there. Honestly, I don't even know why I'm using. I should just use the GFS at this point because there's not really a whole lot going on. But I'll just show you again, we got a northerly flow for tomorrow, northwesterly. Becomes light in the afternoon. Maybe there might be a sea breeze developing. I can see the sea breeze because the wind shift to the south, and you see slightly more moist air move from south to north across Long Island. So there might be one for tomorrow, perhaps. And then for Tuesday, we'll have more of a southerly flow, which will help get the temperatures more inland warmer. But for us, southerly flow off the water will keep things cooler on Long Island. Temperatures tonight, we're probably going to drop into the 30s again. And if the winds go light, maybe even a little colder than that, doing that the dew points are pretty low. Again, we have dew points that are pretty low here. So if we look at this, I'll show the dew point. If we look at the sounding here, you'll see dew points are down. Yeah, they're pretty low. So they're in the 30s. So it's pretty low dew points. And then for tomorrow, we'll warm it up a little more than today because we'll have more sunshine. Could be close to 60 in Jersey and probably mid to upper 50s on Long Island. Probably upper 50s. Maybe more like upper 50s than closer to 60 the further west you are. But it will be warmer because we will have the sunshine. Then tomorrow night, it will drop down again to the 30s. And then for Tuesday, that's when we're going to see that warmer air in Jersey, where I think you'll have temperatures mid to upper 60s and maybe close to 70, whereas Long Island will be probably in the low 60s and upper 50s for highs on Tuesday with that sea breeze. Now, I'm going to look at some soundings for tomorrow and just show you the sky, which looks good. So, again, should be a clear day or a mostly sunny day tomorrow. Not showing much in the way of clouds. Tuesday, we will have to watch for the next batch of clouds that might come in. And for that, I don't think the HRRR is going to take us far enough out. Let's see. We'll see if it does. Yeah, you can see some increasing upper level moisture, but I still think there's going to be a decent amount of sunshine on Tuesday. So let's go to the GFS now. And I'll go ahead and look at the GFS and show dew points and wind flow as we head throughout the week. So you can see, again, that dry air. And again, if we look at where are the dew points out there? So I kind of closed the site down, and I wanted to forgot what they were. Ice slip, let's see, dew point is 27. So yeah, dew points are pretty low. So that's why you're going to see. You can always rewind the video and go over the observations if you want to look at the dew points. There's, again, that tropical system, which, again, looks rather interesting. Almost looks tropical in nature. Could this be a tropical system that might develop? And that might cause perhaps some rough surf. But either way, calm conditions for us. South winds into Tuesday. And then you'll see that'll bring a little bit of moisture in for Wednesday. But here comes this next batch of air for Thursday. And this has dew points going down to the teens. This is a pretty chilly air mass that we're going to have on Thursday. And then Friday, you start to see it retreat a little bit. All right. And then going into the weekend, you'll see the moisture levels increase as you head into Sunday. And that could bring some warmer, more humid conditions. This is the GFS, looking pretty warm and humid, actually, to the end of the month, perhaps. So let's go to the temperatures. Now that we looked at all this stuff, so here are your temperatures, and again, agreement with the HRRR tomorrow, warmer than today, and even warmer on Tuesday, especially away from the water. And then at night, you still have the potential of getting cold. At least we could have a cold night tonight, as well as Monday night to Tuesday, and then Tuesday night will be warmer the clouds, and then Wednesday will be warmer. Probably it looks like it has getting closer to 70 in Jersey, and 60s for us. And then we really drop down. Thursday morning, we're gonna have temperatures in the 30s, and then we're only gonna be struggling to the mid 50s on Thursday with that cold air mass. Friday, we see somewhat of a recovery to around 60, and then Saturday, we see still staying maybe a little bit near average or to below average. And then we see that warm up Sunday. You can see all that warm air off to the west, but it looks like what's going on is it's trying to backdoor us a little bit. So here's Monday, and definitely see some of that warmer air getting into here as we end the month, and even 80s for Tuesday, perhaps for Jersey. So it is showing a warm up, at least for a brief time. To end the month, for those who want the warmer weather. I prefer it like this, but there will be a warm-up. So let's talk about the clouds next. So go to the GFS and take a look at tomorrow, first of all. So here's tomorrow. Maybe high clouds to start, but I think it pushes offshore, though. And maybe a little bit on the Jersey shore that might linger around, but other than that, mostly sunny day tomorrow. And then Tuesday starts off sunny, and then we're going to this storm is actually going to do us a favor and probably hold back the cirrus a lot. So Tuesday winds up being mostly sunny, at least till the afternoon hours. And there's that massive storm that it's developing offshore. And then Wednesday, obviously, we'll have the clouds with a chance of showers, though it doesn't look like a big deal. And then Thursday, we clear out again, mostly sunny skies for Thursday, as well as Friday. Before more clouds roll in for the weekend. So that's what it looks like on the GFS right now. Let's go look at the RGM model. So shorter range, higher resolution cloud modeling. You'll see, again, those clouds kind of hanging out just off the Jersey shore. I think they're going to stay just offshore. I think, for the most part, they should stay just offshore with that storm that's developing. And then Tuesday, you see what we got going on. We got a squeeze play here with this storm offshore. But it's going to keep a tongue of clear skies over us, so we should actually be mostly sunny on Tuesday as well. So, looking good. We have a lot of good weather coming up. And then Wednesday, you can see we may even have some sunshine on Wednesday, too. It's just a front that's going to be passing by, a cold front, no low along it. So, it's just going to be moving right along. So, let's go look at the Climate Prediction Center before I wrap this weather update up. And as you can see, 6 to 10 day brings us back above normal again toward the end of the month. Pretty much excellent chance of above normal in the southeast. We have a decent chance of it in the northeast. And then the only area that's below normal is the west coast. On the 6 to 10 day precipitation near normal, but it seems like there's a good chance of a lot of wet weather in the middle of the country right there in the western Great Lakes and the southwest. And then the 8 to 14 day above normal, for excellent chances of above normal for the southeast, decent for us, and below normal in the west, and below normal precipitation for us. And again, that above normal seems like they do want to believe that is going to be a ridge and it's going to stick around. Whether it will be transitory or not, we don't know. It's really too far out. This is anybody's guess, but there will be warmer weather to end the month, so this cool spell will wind up ending eventually. This would be nice if we had this in the winter. But anyway, that's going to wrap up this Long Island weather update. Now, look, have a good night.